Yeah, my name is Baka Bina. I come from Papua New Guinea. I work and live in Port Moresby. Uh, I work for a courthouse, but I do writing as a hobby. I've published, self-published 9 books, contributed to a lot of short stories and Commonwealth Short Story Prize. I was one of the shortlisted for the Pacific region in 2020, and I'm down here with First Nations Writers Festival for the launch of the book, the 2023 short stories. I'm one of the recipients of I contributed towards that book. I started off by writing about what I did as a child, a small person growing up in the village. I tried to recollect and write about all those fun things that I, with my group of village buddies, used to do around, do things on the like water rafting, going to picnic at the river, big river. We don't have any sea, so we had a picnics at the river. Made learned to make mumu, which is a cooking method in the islands. We went to bushes to build huts learn to build huts. Learn to make gardens, and in the process we had some fun times, we had some good times, and so I tried to capture those stories to tell to the children, because nowadays you go back to the village and you ask them what happened, and they're all at mobile phones and playing with things that I wouldn't have done when I was a kid. In First Nation countries, we are losing all the people who have stories. They all dying out, and we have not captured their stories. There are a lot of stories that we can tell. In PNG alone, we've got 860 languages. But in the whole of Pacific, there's around about 3,000 indigenous languages. And with those languages come stories, legends. You explain how things happen. You have rites and ceremonies that are all told in stories and dances. And we're losing all of them because the elders, they keep us, are dying, and we've replaced it with Cinderella stories, and a lot of us don't have Cinderellas. We need to capture our stories. So I'm doing my bit for my language and my people. So the other 3,000 languages need to identify people who can write their own stories, their own traditions, record all their own traditions, record their experiences in their own language and tell. So that's what I'm doing. I'm writing it in my stories in 3 languages. One in Tokples, in my local language, in my mother tongue. Having the same story written in Tokpisin, which is our Creole language in Papua New Guinea, and English. So I write the same stories, the same one story, 3 different ways. And I know that there are issues with it. I'm trying to write a story in a language to find words that would be similar in English, or having to explain an English word in the Tokples in a language that you don't have a equivalent. So there's difficulties around it, but somebody needs to start writing, and we cannot wait until all the elders are gone. We cannot wait until all the story keepers are gone. We've got to start doing that now, and we may lose all of that. So I'm doing my bit for my language and my people, and I need the other 3,000 languages to identify people who can start doing that. It's a self-interest. I write on my own. I've got no incentive to write. It's just that I feel that I need to write. There is no program in PNG on that, but contributions and writing stories to the First Nations writers, or the Commonwealth Short Story Prize competition, or any competition in the Pacific would be an incentive. If you can win a prize, that's it, but that shouldn't be the case for winning a prize. It should be an incentive to keep your language and tradition and stories. So it's my call out, my shout out to all the First Nation people, is to identify people and work with them and develop and tell the stories to them, or you start writing it yourself. Otherwise, don't wait. Tomorrow that next person may die and it's gone. Then we'll have all this, what I call plastic stories, bits that you get today and discard the next day. So for no use. I think that is all, but I'd like to say thank you to First Nations to give me the platform to come here and speak about my type of writing. The others do have their own stories and their own whatnot. But I have that intention that I want First Nation people to start that, and today is the time to do it and not tomorrow.